Hey guys, and welcome back to Broken Soul Studios. Now, a few things before we actually start the podcast. First off, I want to apologize for my lack of uploads. It's just that work and life have been kicking my butt pretty bad in terms of what I can do for YouTube. But things are getting better. I'm making more changes to the channel, such as the brand new updated logo made by our good friend Anime Gamer. If you're watching this, buddy, thank you so much, man. Greatly appreciated. Sorry it took so long to get it up, but yeah, like I said, life and work, you know? Secondly, I actually wanted to tell you guys about a couple of little announcements. Spoilers for the podcast ahead, but I mentioned I want to create a few more channels, not just Broken Soul Studios. The first channel I want to make is something called What If Soul. Just like it says in the title, I want to do what if scenarios, you know? Little things from anime, gaming, movies, stuff like that. It's something good for myself, you know? Another creative outlet for my writing skills, voice acting, you know, other stuff like that. Plus, I can probably bring other people to help me out with the project. You know, it's like some old friends of mine that I've made, you know, since I moved out to this brand new city. The second channel I want to make is something called Broken Tabletop. Now, just like I told you guys way back in my very first video, I love tabletop games. So I want to be able to play more and more with my friends. We'll be playing games such as Boss Monster, Blitz Bowl, or even D&D. In fact, that's probably going to be one of the major points for the Broken Tabletop. We're going to have a D&D session. A My Hero D&D session, but that will be more explained in the video and as time goes on. Once the channels are actually up and running, I will make the announcement and I will actually tell you guys a little more in depth of what will be happening on each channel. So keep your eyes out for it. Lastly, I want to apologize, guys, for the lack of audio or the poor quality in audio for this podcast. Me and my good friends Geronimo and Influx Ferret were both driving pretty long distance for a bit. So the audio quality will shift from, you know, really good, really bad, but mostly bad. I'm not going to lie. So headphone users, you have been warned. Well, enough of me rambling on. Let's get on with the podcast.
Okay, recording. Hey guys, and welcome back to Broken Soul Studios. I'm your host, Broken Soul, and it's time for a new episode of Soulcast, the Broken Soul podcast. And here are my two co-hosts, buddies.
Ferret.
It's Geronimo, boys. Yeah, guys, that's right. We got, hey, watch the wetback talk. Fuck. God
We're
dang
all
it.
fucking Mexican.
I know we're all fucking Mexican.
Not my fault, my back's wet.
It's because you're sweating, fat ass.
That too.
Anyway, for today's topic, I'm pretty sure all you guys have seen the brand new Cyberpunk Edgerunner, right?
We watched it.
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, Edgerunners.
Yeah, Edgerunner. You guys have all seen it. We've all seen it. We cried about the ending. If you've seen the full thing, then, okay, you're here at the right place. We're going to talk shit about it. If you have not seen the full thing, pause it for a few minutes, go watch it, cry for like an hour, then come back. Okay, we'll be waiting.
Or you could not pause the video, have it playing in the background, no volume, so we get that retention time.
That too. Anyway, so, Geronimo, you actually had a, what was it, like a suggestion or a theory? What was it?
Okay, so the topic is weeaboos.
He's not wrong entirely.
Wifeys.
Waifus.
Wifeys.
What the fuck's a wifey? A waifu, yeah. We know you have a wifey. By the way, if you're watching this, hi. And if you're not, can you please watch this?
I don't think she watches them.
She told me she does.
Yeah, she's watched some of them. I don't think she's watched all of them.
Aww.
She can only handle so much of my autism as it is.
I don't blame her either.
Fuck you.
We don't blame. It's not the idea.
I'm not trying to fuck Geronimo.
I thought you already did.
Rabbit, maybe, but
Oh yeah, and if you guys are wondering about the other co-hosts, yeah, Baby Doll, she's busy. Anime Gamer, he's out doing stuff. Jackal's doing stuff, and Wounded Rabbit, he's gonna be a father soon. Congratulations, guys! Leave a congratulations on the new baby in the comments if you can. So anyway, let's get into it.
oh,
Geronimo, what was your thing, man? Like I said, talk clearly and loudly so that I can hear you. He's not smoking.
He's dying.
Vaping. He's fine. Anyway, what was your thing?
You want a cigarette?
Never know. Good ending to the Edgerunners series.
Oh my god.
What was the good ending you had? Because we've all seen the bad ending. We hate. Honestly,
It's not the bad ending, it's the canonical ending.
it's the canonical. Okay.
They fucked him over. They
Did they?
fucked up David over.
They did mess up on David's thing because seriously, the man was literally nothing but a torso and a head, and they killed his ass. Like it was bad. I didn't like it. I know for a fact Geronimo hated the fact that they killed Rebecca. I know that for a fact. I did too, honestly.
That's because you wanted to fuck same beam with Rebecca.
So did I.
That's too much crazy.
You
There's
really?
nothing wrong with crazy, motherfucker.
You don't stick your dick in crazy.
I'm gonna leave some words out right now, cause
Bitch, you ain't editing this, I am.
exactly.
What do you mean you're editing this shit, man? This is my laptop.
You act like I can't do more with your laptop than you.
I know what you can. I have seen the damage you can do.
This motherfucker has porn on his laptop.
No, it's on a hard drive somewhere in the Middle East.
What?
Don't question why it's there, just question that I have it.
No, I'm questioning why you said that, knowing your girlfriend's probably gonna watch this shit.
She's not gonna find it.
Oh, is she?
Y'all don't know where I hide it in the Middle East, and y'all will never find it.
Not the porn. Why sending the podcast to her?
Oh, I mean, go for it. She'll probably ask me to join with her and watch it. Oh, I'm speeding like a motherfucker.
How fast you go?
I'm only going 80.
You're only going 80.
Yeah, I'm speeding like 70.
Yeah, okay, you're fine. Anyway, goddamn. I love how we get off topic on this shit. I miss doing the podcast, boys. I really do.
Alright, so Edgerunners is a good show. Ending made me pissed off. The reason why Geronimo thinks it could be better, which I agree with, we saw a comic that was put out online that shows David getting one over on Adam Smasher, which isn't canonical because you see him in the game, which takes place later on. However, in the comic, David kills Adam Smasher. He's no longer just a torso, and they grab Rebecca, who only lost an arm and stuff, just going all over the floor. And they find Kiwi, and they all fuck off to go somewhere else. Later, it shows Rebecca getting the hand of her brother, the techie hands, and then it shows Lucy and David on the moon, and they're talking to Falco and Rebecca, who are back on Earth in Night City, and it shows them just hanging out, but saying hello to each other again. The good ending would be that. That would be, in my opinion, the most wholesome ending. But the better ending for me would be David still dies, or someone still dies, but Adam Smasher is still wounded. Maybe not dead, but wounded. So they get one on him, and then they get away and slip out of working as Edgerunners.
So, like, what? If they're out of Edgerunner work, what? You expect them to be just, what? Like, doing, like, actual legit work and jobs and stuff like that? Or what are you seeing them doing?
Well, they could probably not Edgerunner, but they could still be thieves. Remember, in that world, shit can go for a lot. That Sandy, well, they only said a couple thousand, was worth a shit ton more eddies than what the doc was trying to rip him off for. So he could, if they could steal enough shit, find a fence, find a, what's the word I'm looking for? Forget the name, what they're called, Faraday. Fixer, find a fixer who could hook them up with selling shit. Maybe not doing work or hacking or, merc work, but something. Maybe get out of Night City, go somewhere else. In the game, they mentioned going to, I think, Atlanta. Go somewhere outside from Night City, tone down David's odds, or not Bioware, but
his hardware.
Tune down his hardware, and try to keep him from going psycho for as long as possible.
See, that honestly is an ending I'd be down with, honest to God. Now, I'm not saying I hated any particular character, but
Fuck Kiwi.
yeah, okay, fuck Kiwi.
Fuck
yeah.
Faraday.
Well, he already died. Dude, he was a fucking mess on the floor, man. He's good.
Still fuck him. Fuck Faraday. How do you have a cool ass name like Faraday and then end up just fucking getting murked like that? Piece of shit.
How do you have 6 eyes like that?
He had 4 eyes. He had 3 on one side, 2 on one on the other. But Faraday was a cool name because it's a not science, but kind of electrical thing. So Faraday cage is something that can close out most electrical signals, such as your mobile data on your phone, your cell signal, even EMP blast. It can defend for the most part against them. That's why I liked him. But he was a shit net runner because Kiwi beat his ass or fucked up his arm. When if your name is Faraday, you would think you can't be fucked with hacking. But she still fucked him over. And apparently he taught her, but yet she still fucking got his arm. So it's like, how the fuck do you have a dope name like that pertains to shit like this? You still got fucked by your student.
Okay, in that sense, I could probably see it like this. Like, maybe he did teach her everything she knows, but she kept practicing and she kept constantly doing shit like that. Whereas he got comfortable and just sat his ass, like, doing, whatever the fuck he was doing his fixer shit. So he was out of practice completely while she was still honing her skills and getting better and better to the point where she surpassed him. That's what I assume, at least.
That's fair. That's very fair.
I mean, let me ask you, what if you, what skill do you have if you do constantly? And what happen if you stopped and I started doing it and I kept getting better and better and better to the point where I not only matched your skill your best, but surpassed you even?
Sucks. I just don't have any skills, and Broken's already leagues ahead of me on that one.
Name one.
What?
I don't have any skills, man. Name one skill and I surpass you in.
That's Geronimo's had sex.
Thank you, Geronimo. Thank you.
I have no skill. I have plenty of skills, but none of them I'm super good at.
Well, neither do I, man. You forget, like, you and me are the same. You and I are the same in terms of we are jacks of all trade. We are good at everything, yet master of none.
But still better than master of one.
That is true.
That is the full phrase.
Is that really the full phrase?
Yeah. That is the full phrase. There's a couple of them like that. There's that one. It's the saying "blood is thicker than water" is not the full saying. It's the blood of the water of the womb? No, blood of the lamb is thicker than the water of the womb. So the connections you make in life are stronger than the ones you're born into.
That is honest to God very true. Nothing against. I hope it isn't. Well, fuck it. Edit this part out. But nothing against my brother, but like, let's face it, you two are more brothers to me than my actual brother will ever be, okay? And just, again, nothing against him, it's just he and I were never a bit close. And I'm just acknowledging that, okay? My sisters, I'd say I'm on the same level as all three of them, really. My youngest sister I'm closest to, of course, but then there's my middle sister, I'm pretty close with her, and my eldest sister. Again, not as close, but I'm trying, I try to be closer. If anything, I'm close to my nieces and nephews. My youngest nephew in particular, but again, he's the son of my younger sister. So, there's that. Oh, but Geronimo, back to the Edgerunner. What was the thing you wanted to see? What was the thing that you... what are your thoughts on... What are your thoughts on the Edgerunner ending, or the series as a whole?
What do you think could be better?
Yeah, what do you think would be better?
I should just give David a fucking proper send-off.
That's it?
Yeah.
That's fair. Giving him a proper send-off instead of just fucking Aladdin fucking smash and burnt his ass. And everybody else barely escaped. Or them two.
Let him at least give, if he died, at least have him give something over on Adam Smasher. Fucking something that's psychological, not fucking, oh, you could have been better.
So, like, what? Like, just scare Adam Smasher?
No,
and
fucking wound that motherfucker.
Oh, you actually wanted to see him, like, what? Get, like, a wound in the eye? Or, like, what? Like, punch him? Like give him an actual, like, fatal wound?
Well, okay, so Adam Smasher is full fucking cyborg, and so in Cyberpunk, those who have too many augments or too many enhancements go cyber psycho, just fucking blank crazy. As you see in Edgerunners, when they're just like losing themselves, losing their time, losing who the fuck they're talking to. Adam Smasher has none of that, and I think the reason for it is because he's full fucking cyborg. Nah, fuck that shit. Don't matter what RAM you put in it. It's the same analogy I used earlier. Putting a high-end graphics card in a shit-tier fucking build is gonna overclock it and it's not gonna run right. It doesn't matter how much you throw into it. Unless everything is up to spec, his brain would need to be encoded perfectly onto a fucking computer chip for him to be able to do half that shit that he does. Because he also uses a Sandy device just like David. He's able to move at that kind of speed. And the thing is, David, while not being as trained as well, he has anti-grav technology. He has shit that makes him on par with Adam, who is full cyborg, and he's like just a torso and a head. So, give him fucking... let him get a hit in with the fucking anti-grav field. Let him fucking smash his ass into the ground and be like, yeah, bitch, even though you're full cyborg, and I'm going psycho because I'm not, fuck you, I still hurt you, even with my fancy toys. That you claim is child's play.
So you basically just wanted to see at least David get one hit on the fucker.
Yes, because like they say like, oh, he has the Sandy too, so he has more experience, he's more skilled. Fuck that! You know, David showed the ability to use the Sandy at a young age. Perfect roll 10 times in one day. And I can guarantee you that the only reason Adam Smash was able to do even anything the same is because he's full fucking cyborg. David, as a human, was able to use the Sandy 10 times to move at extreme speeds with minor fallout.
That is very fair. But let me ask this actually. The reason why he was able to use the Sandy near perfectly, like, people kept saying, he's a special kid, but they never elaborated on that. So, what I'm thinking is, it's one of two things. One, maybe he's just, one of the very few who can actually handle all the extra mods without going full fucking crazy, or anime fucking logic.
Okay, for that, I'd have to say, he probably is one of the few that can handle that many mods. Because, naturally, like anything else, any enhancements, your body can only handle so much. To bring it to something that we're all familiar with here in this car right now, because we're driving, my hero, they say you put too many quirks into someone and they go insane like a Nomu. Same thing, you put too many mods on one person, they go insane, but each person can handle multiple. Think of it like, perfect analogy, think of it like food. One person can eat twice as much as one other person, right? Everybody has their own limits that they themselves do not, it's a cop, they themselves do not decide. Something they're born into, don't come after me, born into with.
Is that cop coming to turn around?
He won't fucking catch me if he does.
Hey, we are not running the cops, okay? Not without a camera. And I ain't got a fucking camera, man, okay? If we had a camera, man, this shit will get us so many views.
Who's saying anything about running away? I'll fucking hide. He can't find my ass.
If I keep the laptop on, he might.
Fuck no, close the lid. Or throw something over it.
I was gonna say, if I close the lid, we're gonna lose the feed.
We're live. It's fine.
You got a good point. Cool. Okay, yeah, we're not live, but still, like, I'm pretty sure people want to hear what's going on in the background,
You can't find. If I'm the one driving, we'll be fine. Me or Rabbit. Geronimo will drive us into a ditch.
And let's.
Not that bad.
No, you're not that bad.
You're
but
right.
let's
You're
face
not,
it,
you're not
like,
broken. Fucking thump, thump.
I made it fucking hits the car one time, and he never hears the end of it.
No. We fresh out.
No. And it was basically took.
Anyway, John, you've been kind of quiet this whole time, man. Anything you want to add to it?
I get all the time.
I think he pretty much agrees with what I've been saying.
Yeah, I agree with most of it. If anything, I like it, a perfect ending. I would love to see David and Lucy at least get married in the pool. Is that their area that they're going to?
Don't lie, we all know you want to see him, Lucy, and Rebecca.
So, wait, you want to see a David and Lucy lunar wedding?
Yeah. Or at least have a kid.
Maybe the kid thing will be a little bit, like, out there, because I'm not going to lie, dude, if I lived in Cyberpunk, I'd be like, you know what, I'm going to fucking die alone, because I do not want to bring a kid into this shit.
So, the thing is...
Oh, God.
Me and Mrs. Farrah have been talking about that, and we don't know if we want to bring a kid into this world that's on the brink of another war, that resources are dwindling at an unexpected rate, that we're unable to do anything to stop, so... Your boy Farrah might not end up having a kid after all, but it's the same principle as Cyberpunk. If you don't control if it does or doesn't happen, the only way you do that is you either snip yourself, one of you make sure that you're infertile, or you just fucking cut it off. It happens, it happens. You have a kid, you raise that kid to the best of your ability. You be like David Martinez's mom. You do your best to make sure that kid has a better chance of life than you do.
That is true. I'm not gonna lie, dude. Okay, kind of getting to like the more darker side of the Broken Soul here, but I am terrified as hell on what the next 20 years are gonna bring to the world. We have no idea what's gonna happen. We have no idea if things are gonna get better, if things are gonna get worse. We have no idea what's gonna happen, man. And again, I'm terrified to bring a child into this world. I want to be a father. That's my dream job, dude.
I'm in the same boat. I've wanted to have a kid since I was not a little kid, but a teenager. I've always wanted to have my own offspring, but while I'm terrified, and I've conveyed this to Miss Harris as well, while I'm terrified for what the future brings, I know that in the end it doesn't matter. The younger generation right now will have to step up along with our generation. Why do you think I would love? No, that's part of the reason why I'm into engineering shit. I want to make the world a better place. I want to make stuff for people that doesn't cause pain, violence, torture. Granted, I'm not a pacifist. You guys have damn well seen me get angry and aggressive, but in the end, we just have to have hope.
No, that's honestly probably the one. What would you call it? Like the one diamond in the pile of crap that is today's day and age. I have hope that one day, maybe not like, you know, sunshine and rainbows, but I have hope that maybe one day we'll get this shit at least, you know, under control. Or at least we'll stave it off for another century or two. At least long enough for me and my children to survive and live long enough to reach adulthood and maybe old age. And possibly, you know, of course.
Here for a good time, not a long time.
For a good time and a long time, yeah.
No, he said not a long time.
Not a long time.
He said good time, not a long time.
Either way, I'm just saying, like, I just have hope that we'll find some way to work this shit out. That's the only thing.
I live life one step at a time. If I die now, I die.
That's fair.
That is kind of fair, yeah.
It's a bit different with me. I do what I can to make sure the next generation is ready. That's why I've learned as much shit randomly as I can, because I want to make sure I can pass my knowledge on to my kids and they can pass it on to theirs. I want not just hope for myself and my kids, I want hope for the entirety of the human race. I want people to be able to live their life and not need to worry about when they're going to eat next. I want people to be able to chase their dreams. My dream is to make the world a better place, whether it be on a small scale or a grand scale. And while a small scale won't do much, it can be a spark that can start a flame. The thing with life right now is it's bleak for a lot of people. It's kind of looking bad for a lot of people right now. But my hope is to make it better for those. I don't want the world to be run by giant fucking corporations like in the Edgerunners. I want the world to be a better place. Would I not mind the effects of Cyberpunk, like augmentation, all that, for people who need it? No, that'd be dope as fuck. You know, I'm glad that we have prosthetics for those who need it right now. But imagine somebody who lost their leg having a fully functioning leg, robotic leg, that allows them to walk normally without having to worry about, oh shit, I need to get it. I need a new one. I want the world to be better, not peaceful, because being peaceful is not the best for us. You know, talk nice but carry a large stick. It's the difference between being peaceful and harmless. I don't want the world to be harmless, because if you're harmless, you can't do anything. If you're peaceful, you choose not to do anything.
That is honestly, yeah. I agree with that full-heartedly, except there is one small thing. Now, I admit, unlike Farrad, I am not as smart. I don't know a lot of random shit that I can teach the next generation. But I like to believe that I'm strong enough to where I can protect at least the next generation coming forward, at least to the best of my ability, to that way make sure that at least they get to the point where they can do something in the future, to where they can, you know, help the world, you know? If that makes any sense.
Or Ronnie.
Geronimo.
You know my tango?
You mind doing the thing? Yeah, sorry, Farrad's got a vape and it's running dry, so he's having Geronimo fix it. Or fill it. Fix it.
Let's go. Yeah, grazie.
Oh, yeah.
Grazie, June. Punch it.
Oh, God. So let's talk on a little bit more of a lighter note, something that's not as depressing or sad.
That's a first for us.
That's a first for us? Not necessarily. We talk a lot of shit about anime and shit like that. Yeah. Actually, here's something that's a little bit more, I guess you could say cheery. I'd like to make a little announcement to my Broken Soul fans. Guys, Broken Soul Studios is no longer the only channel that I'll be running. I plan to open up at least a few more channels. I want to do what if scenarios. So I want to do a what if soul channel. It's going to be called What If Soul. I also want to do one with tabletop games because I love playing games. And like, if you guys watch all the videos I put on this channel, if you've seen my very first video, Welcome to Broken Soul Studios, I'll tell you, I love board games. I love tabletops. I love all different shit. And with the guys, because I was able to finally get my situation under control the way I said I would in the past, I'm now able to fully say that I can start these second channels. I can do a what if scenario channel. I can do of course, the what if scenario. I can do gameplay. I can do podcasts. I can do all this different stuff. And I know I'll have a lot of help because, of course, I'll have Barrett with me, I'll have Geronimo with me, and I'll have the rest of our team, assuming they can get off work.
I live in Minnesota, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, now you live in Minnesota, motherfucker.
Yeah, because you always fucking tease me about it, bitch.
Suck my penis.
Gladly.
Faggot.
Hey, it's not my fault you came out of the closet 2 years too late.
What's 5 years? First off. Wait, how long have you been out of college?
About 3 years.
Yeah.
Fuck, it's been like 7 or 6 at this point. Oh fuck, I'm old.
How do you think I feel? I'm the youngest one in the group.
You're ancient, fucker.
Hey.
I'm dying.
You heard it here first, folks. If I don't get this video out, I have died in a car crash with my good friends Ferret and Geronimo.
I didn't think he was gonna say that.
Wounded Rabbit, if only you were here.
Voice. About to make something block you, motherfucker.
Oh my god, this might be a shorter podcast to be completely honest, dude.
Die.
Hell yeah, freaking Bakugo. Fucking die, nerd!
Yeah,
Pretty
pretty much.
much, yes.
Going back to the point where y'all said about trying to help people. Why did they ever become the first squad that became player?
That's right, I forgot. Geronimo was a firefighter at one point, actually. Pretty damn good one, if I may add.
No, the firefighter don't set himself on fire.
Okay, he set himself on fire, but he still, he at least...
Why?
You helped the firefighters to help put your ass out.
No, he just sort of stood there.
Really did.
Anyway,
I know how this motherfucker thinks.
If I go out in flames. Literally.
yeah,
Shinra, calm the fuck down.
Shinra, my god. We're watching more and more animes, guys. I finally got to see Fire Force. I finally got to watch Kuroko no Basket. Yes, I know a lot of these animes are old as hell at this point, but I'm like, hey, I have a long-ass list of anime I need to watch, okay?
You have a long ass in general.
I don't have an ass.
That's what I said.
You can stand by what you said, but I have no ass. I know what I got. I know what I don't got.
Please don't hit my vape, fucker.
Why? Why?
I thought that was a wine cork.
You both are just, oh my god, I love you both so much. You know that?
The membrane.
Insane in the membrane, he says.
You kept jumping a little too high, but I'm a little fucked up.
Okay, Ted. I know exactly what the fuck you're referencing.
Yeah.
Almost every reference you guys spit out, I know. Like, it's hilarious.
I can spit Russian Badger and you won't get them.
Yeah, except for that one.
I haven't watched Russian Fashion in a while.
Please tell me there's more to a sugar. Please tell me there's butter in a sugar sandwich.
Butter pizza's money.
Yeah. Did the holiday today while on the job.
Saying, like, oh, that refers, like, that implies the money, right?
Just fucking Russian Badger references.
Oh, okay.
And the liquor, Ricky.
I have not seen Russian Badger, actually. Or I don't remember watching him.
We watched his Left 4 Dead video.
Oh, that's right. I have seen a few of his videos. That's right.
And his Space Marine ones.
And his Space Marine one. That's right. Man, I'm excited as hell for that one, honestly. Oh, that's right. I was going to mention, when we do the other channels, I have one in particular called Broken Tabletop. That one in particular is going to be about tabletop gaming. We're going to be doing shit like playing Blitzball, playing Boss Monster, playing Uno every now and then, you know, shit like that. But what's mainly going to... What?
Well, they look for the bomb. You're going to play Uno?
Well, I look for the... God. I was going to say, the main thing we're going to be doing for that channel is a My Hero D&D that Ferret is going to be DMing.
Yeah, first one I've made, first campaign I've written up. Not the best, but I'm excited to run it. I'm excited for the other guys to kind of delve into the world of My Hero that I'm making, because this one's taking place in the US, baby.
Woo, that's good to try.
If you want to join on the fucking roster for the campaign, I will gladly let your quirk just be gun. Yay!
Well, isn't that what Snipes is?
No, his is the ability to essentially target whatever he wants, whatever he throws. But it has to come from him, and anything other than bullets is not as strong because bullets are metal.
You got a point
And
there.
piercing.
You got a point there. Okay. No, but yeah, we're all excited for the D&D campaign, and honestly, let me ask you, John, Ferret, like, what is your main goal for this campaign?
So this campaign is going to be a mixture of detective. So you guys are going to have to be researching, learning stuff, investigating about the big bad, who you guys will learn the name of later on in the campaign, as well as combat-based, because you guys will also be fighting. Just like how in My Hero, when they do raids, they research the person that they're trying to take down, then they go in and attack. The twist is, y'all will not know much about the guy when y'all go to the raid. The main ending is going to be y'all fighting him. Whether you guys fail or succeed is going to depend on y'all and the dice, obviously, but I've come up with a couple of minor plot points and twists that I think you guys will like in this new campaign that I'm making. And along with it, I am sort of developing a system to make quirks work in a D&D setting.
There you go. Okay, that's honestly, like I said, we're all taking part in it. Or not all of us, but we have a few friends who are doing it. Let's like what, 3, 4 people, not including the DM, like 3 or 4 people in the campaign.
Currently, we have Rabbit, Geronimo, our buddy Golden, who has not appeared on the podcast yet, and our buddy Mel Doom, who has also not appeared on a podcast yet. Each of them already have their quirks laid out. They are designing their characters, their backgrounds. We're going to be doing their stats later on, as well as some of them already have hero names, like Broken has made his hero name. A little bit of insight for the campaign. They are already second years in America, which is like our first year in Japan. So roughly the same age. However, schools work differently in America versus Japan, so second years are first year here for students. The main thing with this campaign is going to be they are going to have to be able to not only adapt, but use their quirks in different ways, aside from what they would normally think. So I help them make their quirks, each, not individually, but I help them fine-tune them. We had a couple of bumps in the road with some people wanting to swap quirks mid-thing. No shame on that, no problem with that. But
Shame.
for shame, dishonor on you.
Dishonor on you! Dishonor on you, cow!
But,
I like how your voice cracked right there.
Shut up.
But, what was I talking about? Their quirks, right?
Quirks.
Right.
Switching mid thing.
So I want them to not only just use their quirks to fight, but think of them in different settings. So I am fine telling telling the people of what y'all's quirks are, because that's not really pertinent to the story itself. Like the other information, like who the big bad is, what they're doing, why you need to go fight them. But that's what I like about Texas. 329. Fuck my wallet.
We just passed DQ and the gas station. Damn gas prices.
So for instance, we have one. Golden's quirk is the ability to absorb photons and turn it into a more tangible energy that he can use to fight with, i.e., shooting it out of his hand, his fingers, similar to how the key works in Dragon Ball Z, and the name of his quirk is a reference to Dragon Ball Z, Gallic, similar to the Gallic gun, or the shit that Vegeta uses. And I want him to think of other ways aside from just combat, because there's going to be times when, your quirk can be used for other stuff, such as Bakugo using his quirk to emit light for his sun grenade.
What about the others and their quirks?
So, Broken's quirk, for instance, is his ability to absorb his shadow and turn it into armor. What did we name it again?
I believe we named it, what was it called? Abyss? Armor Abyss?
Abyss armor, something to that effect. Something where it's armor and darkness. Essentially, it's just umber-kinetic armor, but I want you to think of other ways to use that. In contrast, Golden's quirk is light-based, while Broken's is shadow-based. Barring that...
That makes sense.
It does. Barring that, Rabbit's quirk is technology-based. Now, his quirk is nanite. His body produces nanites, and he can use them to form stuff. He is a generator Rexer Pop. And our buddy Metal Doom, who probably will just go by Metal or MD, his quirk was the funniest one to make. His quirk is called Schnoz, and it's the enhanced olfactory glands in his nose, which measures him to smell. However, his sneezes are ripped the fuck up to about a 12. Because sneezing is just an explosion of air from your mouth, his sneezes have the ability to blast people back, break concrete, and he can kind of fine-tune it, but if he smells something strong, it can cause it to misfire or go off without him wanting to. So there's got to be other ways for y'all to use them. Everybody has a way to use their quirk differently from what they think they do. Take for instance Hagakure in the anime. She is invisible. That's what her quirk is. It's literally just invisible. However, now in the series, she can redirect light. She is literally able to redirect light beams, as shown when she redirects Aoyama's naval laser.
Yeah, shit. No, but yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Like, or not it, but like that's our campaign. That's the idea. It's gonna be a while before it comes out. Like, what did you say, Barry? Like, what, another year or two?
Anywhere from half a year to a year.
So it'll be a while before we actually put that up there. But I do promise you, that's gonna be the very first thing we put up on the channel. Or, you know what? I take it back. Maybe not the first thing up on the channel, but it will be one of the things that we focus on the most on the other channel, Broken Tabletop. As for Broken Soul Studios, I do want to do more gameplay shit, you know? More podcasts where, like, the background is just us, like, playing game, doing commentary on it, enjoying ourselves. I will say this, though, actually, and Barry, I want to ask you this now. When the new games come out, the new Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, do you want to do with me a Let's Play series? Side by side, going through the campaign, one episode at a time.
Fuck yeah!
There you go, folks. Fuck yeah. And we're doing it. We are straight up doing it.
Okay, no.
You're good. I'm sorry about that. He hit the thing.
That's not weird. So, I'm still getting Violet, right?
Yeah, both our favorite colors are red and purple respectively. So I'll be getting Scarlet and he'll be getting Violet, but we're gonna get the double pack. Ferret is gonna basically spot me his half of the cash. I'm gonna of course supply my half. I'll pre-order it on release day when it comes out. If we can, we'll see if we can do like a live stream, or at least the next day I'll release the first episode of the Let's Play.
I'm so fucking down for that. I'm hyped to see what they add with the new, not ability, but the new gimmick, the Neo and Proto forms.
The Neo and Proto forms, I'm not gonna lie, it kind of seems like they're just milking it dry, Pokemon as a franchise in total, but that's just me. I swear, with each new Pokemon they reveal, it's becoming more and more like I'm turning into a Gen 1 or more, you know?
Okay, Bulbasaur.
Papa!
Bulba sounds good right now, though. But
It's late, let's not.
But the main thing what I like about it is I like that kind of thought because it plays into evolution and Pokemon as a whole. Like, you know, churches in general didn't like Pokemon earlier in my life because they thought evolution bad. To be fair, everybody's allowed to believe whatever they want to believe. Okay? I don't hold any grudges against anyone who doesn't follow what I believe. But I think it's cool because what happens when a Pokemon reaches a certain level? It evolves. So wouldn't it make sense that over a millennia that they would look different? So their normal forms now could be their like complete contrast to their old forms, or their new forms years later could be a complete contrast to their now forms.
See, with that, a perfect example with that would actually be Voltorb from Pokemon Legends Arceus, the old Hisui region. Voltorb and Electrode did not look like Pokeballs the entire time. They looked more like apricorns. Like they were made of wood. They were grass types. Steel type, I'm pretty sure, did not even exist at the time. Wait, did it exist?
I don't think so.
I don't think it ever existed.
That also brings up the question: where the fuck did Steel type moves come from?
See, what I believe is as like the metal age, like as steel types became more and more prevalent, I believe that the steel type, like again, evolution created steel type moves. You know?
And that's what I'm hyped for. So much cool shit can be added. Like Gigantamax was an okay gimmick. It wasn't the best. Oh, big Pokemon. Yes, some of them changed form with Gigantamax, but like it's not the same. But like to me, this is like a new step, kind of like Z moves or fucking Mega Evolutions. It's something that is interesting and unique to Pokemon.
See that again? I agree with. Okay, Mega Evolution. I thought was cool because it showed like the bond between trainer and Pokemon was strong enough to where like the Pokemon had to evolve again for their trainer. The trainer had to become strong enough to control that power. Like that's what I loved. Z-moves, same thing. A Pokemon and this trainer had to do this both of the, I guess you could say, dance or the Z-move move. Yeah, well, either way, they had to do the thing together at the exact same time. Like they had to be in a complete and absolute sync. Hell, if it wasn't for Z-moves, freaking Ash would never have become the Alola champion. The current reigning Alola champion, mind you, and their first ever champion. Again, like it shows the strong bond between trainer and Pokemon, and it's something that honestly I loved a lot. It was insanely cool. But I will say this for sure though, if the next gimmick after Generation 9, God, the Generation 9, if by Generation 10 they do Pokemon Fusion, if
they do Fusion, that's just fucking Digimon at that point.
Yeah, like that's, yeah, it was...
Fucking, if they name it anything with Bio, that's a Digimon ripoff from Season 3 Tamers.
I'll give you that. Wait, was it Bio? I thought it was called Fusion Digivolution.
No, you're thinking of Digimon Fusion, which is a different thing, where they're molding Digimon together. If you're talking about molding multiple Digimon together, yeah, you're talking about, I think it's the 6th season, Digimon Cross or Fusion. And if you're talking about, like, them merging with the player or their partner to make a better Pokemon, that's straight up just fucking Tamers. Digimon Season 3, Tamers, and that is their, like, biggest evolution, or Digivolution. Bio merging.
Oh yeah, that's right. That was, okay, I forgot about that completely, actually.
Ferret be a Digimon bird.
Oh no, yeah, we agree on that, dude. Like when it comes to Digimon, Ferret is one of the Digidestined. When it comes to Pokemon, I am the Pokemon master of our group, despite what Jackal or Anime Gamers say. I'm watching YouTube. What's up? Is that a cop? Is there a cop behind us?
No, speeding. Not speeding. Limit drop.
Oh, okay. Oh, we're going into town.
Going into. Bleep that out, by the way.
Yeah, well, as the do you want hitting the shit?
I can if you want to.
Yeah, we'll figure that out.
I'm off on the weekend. Or, you know when I'm off.
You're off tomorrow, right?
No, tomorrow's my first day on my own.
That's right, what time do you get off?
Yes. I'm not sure if I'm still doing nursery routes or whatever I'm doing.
That's fine. We'll figure that out later on after the podcast. If anything, I will either edit this tonight or on the way back from, dropping off Geronimo. Which, by the way, guys, enjoy Geronimo while you can. I'm not saying he'll be off the channel, but right now he's currently working out of state. He stayed with me for a good week, or several days actually, and we just had a good ass time. We enjoyed having him, but he's got to go back to work. He's got to make that cash. He's got to make that bank. So, yeah, we're taking him back home right now. He's got a flight in the morning or in a few days, so he wants to spend time with his family. Yeah, he's got a flight on Monday, and this should be out on Saturday, I want to say.
Flying out on Monday in his cowboy drip.
It is cowboy. Yeah, he's got a cowboy hat and everything, guys.
Maybe you're from there, motherfucker.
I'm from Texas. Everybody knows
Don't
I'm from
fucking
Texas.
lie.
Anyway.
Yeah, y'all motherfuckers are happy I'm leaving. Fuck y'all.
Well, it's gonna be sad, dude. I'm crying right now as we speak.
Don't lie to me.
Don't lie to me.
Dude, have you forgotten the kind of week I've had? Give me like 2 minutes to start thinking the shit that's been happening to me in the past few months. I will start crying right now.
Right? I'll give you a minute. I want to see you cry.
After the podcast, okay? After the podcast. My God. Oh, by the way, there's one more thing I want to tell you guys. I want to do this, not really a segment, but I want you guys to start, pitching ideas for podcasts you guys have. If you guys have any ideas at all for the podcast, anything we can talk about, doesn't matter what it is. Video games, movies, animes, comics, whatever. You name it, we will try and tackle it as best we can. Just send in the comments, hey, can you guys do this? Can you guys do that? We'll make a list and we'll see what we can do.
If we're talking comics, can we talk about how they massacred my boy fucking, forgot his name, I just had it.
Huh?
No, Lobo.
You mean when they did that whole, freaking Edward thing?
Fuck the New 52! Just fuck it! New 52 can go burn in a fucking fire for all I give a shit. Fuck the New 52.
You know that they brought the old Lobo back to kill that Lobo, right?
Yeah, I still don't fucking like what they did to my boy. They massacred him.
Okay.
How do you go from fucking vicious-ass space biker who has a radio transmitter implanted into his head to follow the prince That makes no fucking sense.
Don't get him started on She-Hulk.
Oh my god, no. We will be here for 5 hours, and this is a 4-hour drive.
Well, we have plenty of time to kill, man, if you want to go into it.
Bitch, no.
He says, bitch, no, for Geronimo. Godly. Hey, Geronimo, you got anything to say to the folks at home? Yeah. Yeah. You heard it right here, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. Effing yeah. I miss doing this podcast. I really wish Wounded Rabbit were here, or even Jackal, or any of the guys.
Yeah. It's kind of hard, though, with all our work schedules.
Yeah, that's the only thing. I feel like, honestly, if we can talk to Wounded Rabbit, and of course Geronimo too, we can probably get a schedule like consistent, like, hey, can you guys talk at least for an hour every night, or not every night, for an hour once a week for this thing? Let me get a podcast out every week if we can.
Well, if you'll answer that goddamn Discord calls, probably.
I'm busy, motherfucker.
Like I said, we will work on scheduling. This channel is not dead, guys. It's on a hiatus, okay? But it is not dead. In fact, I'm saying this right now. I'm working on what if scenarios, and I am working on Broken Tabletop. We are going to get this thing off the ground. I am going to be a bigger success than what I've currently been. And I'm going to...
turn those fucking brights off. God fucking damn piece of shit.
That's so stupid.
About to pick my shirt up.
Not that kind of flash, buddy.
Oh, my bad.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Welcome to Detroit, motherfucker.
Alright, we're hitting the next town. Anybody need to stop for bathroom? I need to stop for gas.
Yeah, we actually get to gas stop. All right. You know what, guys? I'm actually going to call it there for this episode of of Soulcast. So, if there's anything you guys have, anything you guys want to, like, any last minute shit?
John Deere.
That's from Geronimo. Anything for you, Fred?
Not particularly. I'm hyped to get all this shit started. I know it's going to be easier once I fully move in with Broken. It'll be a lot easier on all of us to do scheduling. And just Mike as well. And I don't know, I think the future looks pretty bright for this channel so far.
As far as I can tell, guys, we are still in the infancy of Broken Soul Studios. But if you guys stick with me, if you guys help me out, if you guys could just, and I can't believe when I say this, tell myself I'd never do it, but if you guys could just like, share, subscribe, all the different shit, it would help me out so much, guys. I promise you, I know the video quality, or the audio quality in this one is not the best, but I promise you, we'll get better, we will do a lot better. So, until next time, guys, this is Broken Soul saying, may y'all souls be ever bright. I love you guys.
Peace,
Bye.
love, and chicken grease.
Peace and love, guys. I love you guys. Bye.
Say chicken grease.
Yep.